What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ramblin Hoops. Um, Today is Thursday, the 13th of February. So this weekend we have All Star Weekend coming up. So I wanted to just talk about that, get my opinions on the All Star thing. Before we do that, though, I want to talk about a few things. Um, so we have some recent things happened. So I covered I talked about the Mark Williams thing. Obviously, obviously that is not uh he's not on the Lakers anymore. It got rescinded due to him failing a physical. I don't know what that means really. I heard something about like he's got some back problems going on. Um but they Lakers did end up getting Alex Len, who I don't really know if that's a crazy good pickup for them, but whatever. Another person I want to talk about is Brandon Ingram, who just signed a 3-year, $120 million deal. I don't really know how that looks for the Raptors in the future because I do know that RJ Barrett is on a max and quickly signed a pretty crazy extension in the Raptors last year. And Barnes is going to be calling for a lot of money. And probably Pirtle too. So, honestly, wait, let's go. Let me check. Okay. All right. So RJ Barron isn't on a max. I was wrong, but he is getting paid basically 25 million plus every year up until the 2026-27 season. They don't have Brandon Ingram's thing updated yet. So it just says he's making 36 mil this year and that's it. Emmanuel Quickly is getting paid $32 million every year until 2028-29. That's the last year of his deal. And then Pirtle's on some good money right now. He's making 19.5 mil, which isn't bad, but and Scotty Barnes is on a guaranteed $234 million contract right now. So like their starters are going to be making a lot of fucking money, man. A lot of money. Jimmy Butler. I'm not going to say I was wrong. They're looking good. They just lost yesterday, I believe. But in my notes before yesterday, Jimmy Butler had a total of 28 free throws. 28 free throws. But I did see something that said the Warriors were really low when it comes to how many free throws they take a game. And so the fact that Jimmy Butler is adding, this pressure at the rim to where he's getting foul calls, it definitely does help them out a lot. Because, you have Curry on the outside. Like Curry can drive, but like I would much obviously 3 is more than 2. So it's nice that he's actually got somebody who's willing and capable, and Jimmy's not looking horrible. 3 games and he's averaging 22 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Almost 2 steals a game. I mean, you really can't be mad at that. I mean, he's obviously a really good number 2 for Curry. I just don't think it's really going to do anything for them when it comes to like a long deep playoff run. Finally, I want to talk about Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins of the Thunder. I got to mention somebody on the Thunder. Holy Jesus. That man really does save basketball. I think the numbers changed, but over the last 5 games, he was averaging, on my notes here, 23 points per game, shooting 56, 46, 91 shooting splits. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. He's got a 40-point game in there. And then last night didn't shoot too well from 3, but the fact that the Thunder were down by 21 at one point against the Heat, and then in the fourth quarter went on a 24-0 run, and the fourth quarter ended, I think it was 32-8. Just in the fourth quarter. Yeah. So the Miami Heat scored 8 points in the fourth quarter against the Thunder last night, and the Thunder scored 32. So I guess championship, here we come. On to the All-Star. I have... Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I looked that bright. I apologize. I have some problems with how the All-Star game has been not introduced. I can't really find the right word for it. I have a problem with three-point shooting contest. In the sense of, I wish that we actually had more three-point shooters rather than scorers. So if you don't know already, the 8 people who are going to be in the three-point shooting contest, we have Cade Cunningham from Detroit. We have Buddy Hield from the Warriors, Tyler Hero from the Heat, Damian Lillard from the Bucks, Norman Powell from the Clippers, Brunson from the Knicks, Cam Johnson from the Nets, and Darius Garland from the Cavs. I have a problem with this only because love me some Cade Cunningham. Why is he in the three-point shooting contest? Buddy Hield has been shooting like complete and utter dog shit the past few months. Why is he in here? Is it literally just because of the beginning of the year? I mean, he is shooting horribly. He's just not. He's not. I mean, he's okay. He's shooting 36, almost 37% on 7 3-point attempts, which isn't bad. But like that's I don't know, man. He just really hasn't been finding that, like 50% in October. He shot 50% in October, 41% in November, and then it was 30% in December, 31 in January, and 35 in February. Why is he in this three-point shooting contest? He has completely fallen off a mountain. Why is he in here? Cade Cunningham, I mean, it's hard to hate Cade. He's not someone that I would hate. I really like what he's doing in Detroit. And he's shooting 35 on 6.5 attempts a game. And his numbers have been really consistent throughout the month, which, I mean, I don't know. I don't. Cade is not the three-point shooter of his team. Malik Beasley is. Why isn't Malik Beasley in here? I don't think Cade is really going to do well in this three-point shooting contest. Not saying that he's a bad three-point shooter. He's just a complete, like, his game isn't just shooting threes. I think the three-point contest should be the people who really can shoot the three ball and are doing it well this season. Curry is a no-brainer just because like of what he has done for the three-point revolution. Dame is in here for a good reason. You know, Dame is a scorer, but the main part of his game, or a big part of his game, is the three-point shooting. He is known Logo Lillard. Why else would he have that nickname? I like Tyler Hero being on here because he's a scorer, kind of. No. He is a scorer for the Heat. And he's taking 10 threes a game, or almost 10 threes a game, and he's shooting them almost at 39%, which can't be mad at that. Like this kind of makes sense for him to be here. He's shooting a little rough February in the last 5 games. In the 5 games he's played in February, he's shooting 23%. But I don't really see how that matters. I mean, he's like slowly gone down. Like he went from 43 in the first month to 40 to 40, 38, and now at 23. But it's completely different to like what happened with Buddy Hield. I'm really mad that Buddy Hield is in here. I wish Malik Beasley was replaced with Cade. Just because he's turning it up this year, especially as after he's left the Bucks. I mean, the lowest he shot in a month, this lowest percentage is 37. He's shooting 47 this month. He shot 38 last month. He's been a very phenomenal 3-point shooter. He's shooting 41% from 3 this year. He's shooting 41 on 9 attempts. 41 on 9 attempts. And he's not in this 3-point shot. You put Cade Cunningham in? Again, no disrespect to Cade. There's literally someone else better at shooting threes who is literally, like, that's why he's here, to help out Cade to shoot threes. It blows my mind that the NBA misses this kind of shit. It blows my mind. Norman Powell. There's no way you can't put Norman Powell in here, shooting 42% from 3, almost 43% on damn near 8 attempts a game. Yeah, throw him in here. That makes a lot of sense. Cam Johnson, obviously Cam Johnson. He was a big name in trade rumors as the guy you would want if you needed another 3-point shooter. Obviously he's in here. Again, Dame makes sense because he's shooting 9 threes a game because that's a big part of his game. And then Garland. At first I didn't like that Garland was on here. And then I kind of realized to be the main initiator on your team and also take 7 threes a game and hit 43% of them, yeah, come on in. Absolutely. I'd love to see how Darius Garland performs in this 3-point shooting contest. I really would. I think Powell or Dame is going to win. I do have a problem with Jalen Brunson being on here. I might get some hate for that. I just like that's like he is just the tough bucket getter for the team. He's not like I honestly don't get why he was in it last year either, if I'm going to be honest, but I could just be hating right now. He's shooting 30 39, almost 40% on almost 6 attempts a game. But I don't know. I don't think anyone on the Knicks should be in a 3-point shooting contest. I mean, I really don't get how the NBA misses this hard. Like, again, Malik Beasley should have been in over Cade. The fact that Buddy Hield is even like let's give some love to this could be my my bias setting in here. Why not Isaiah Joe? Why not Isaiah Joe? He's shooting 40% from 3. Like, why not Isaiah Joe? 40% from three on 6 attempts. Like that's like it's not a lot of attempts, but like that is his thing. He's the 3-point shooter for the team. Why are we bringing in bad 3-point shooters and stars who do more than just shoot threes? Like, I feel like the whole point of the 3-point contest is to get the good 3-point shooters in the league and show, hey, I beat all the other 3-point shooters. I'm one of the best. Like it gets their names out there. It allows these guys to make more money for their career, put themselves out there, get signed to a different team, actually have value around their name. I don't know. I think Dame is gonna win the 3-point shooting contest just because I mean this isn't nothing new for him. I think Darius Garland is gonna shock a lot of people. I think he's gonna play really well. I think he's gonna shoot really well. And Cam Johnson, I think Cam Johnson has another good. He's another one of those guys who can perform really well here. Okay, all right. Now I'm remembering back to Malik Beasley's performance last year in the 3-point shooting contest when he was on the Milwaukee Bucks. I think it was last year, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Malik Beasley did horrible. I was Tyrese Halliburton in there, and Jalen Brunson was in there again. But like, I don't know. All right, I'm done talking about the 3-point shooting contest. The dunk contest. I would say I'm a part of the majority of people who wish we got stars in the dunk contest. Like John Morant coming out and saying like he's not going to dunk anymore, and then he dunks over every single person you can possibly imagine. Like I'd like to see those guys in the dunk contest. Anthony Edwards. Zion obviously is going through his injuries and not playing, so like it wouldn't make sense for him to be in it. But like I would like to see more of these guys who are actually high flyers. And I don't want to discredit, Modis, Buzelis, Andre Jackson. Like Stephon Castle is like one of those guys who can get up. Andre Jackson is someone I've seen that can get up. But I feel like the dunk contest is like that's for the stars. Like the 3-point shooting contest is like for the 3-point shooters, because you're not gonna, if I'm a scout, I'm not gonna be watching the dunk contest and be like, we gotta sign this guy. You know what I mean? Because like yeah, you can dunk the ball, but like, can you actually like play the sport of basketball like professionally? 3-point shooting contest is like, oh my god, this guy can like really rip it. Let's go get him and see what he can do for our team. So I'd like for more stars to participate in the dunk contest, but it's not really how it's going anymore. Ever since the Aaron Gordon debacle, it's just not going to be the same. I mean, the judges are always awful. The commentary isn't that good. Like I love the All-Star weekend. Every single time I love watching the All-Star weekend. I just feel like there's just certain aspects that just like not even like it's not even like the guys playing the game. It's like the people around it, like the people who are like we're listening to talk about it is like what is like kind of taking the fun experience away from like this whole thing. Okay. So on to the All-Star teams. So they're doing a format now. They're doing a format now where there's 3 separate teams, so they're doing a bracket run, and there's 3 actual All-Star teams, and then one of the teams from the Rising Stars game that goes on to like win their bracket is going to be put in the All-Star bracket, and then they're going to compete. That just sounds like blowout central, personally, to me. So Shaq, between Shaq, Kenny, and Chuck, Shaq looks like the only one that like drafted a competent team. So originally he had AD, but because of AD's injury, Kyrie is now replacing him. And also Trey is in for Giannis, who is out, which I saw someone say something like Trey Young is like the only player to give like a damn here all-star nod. 23 points and 11 assists. How is that not? Like the Hawks aren't playing good, which is like the only reason the only reason why he's not in. But 23 and 11 is not like a damn here, like we'll give it to you, stop complaining. Like that's just like a no, like you're good, you deserved this. Sorry. Anyways, so Shaq's got LeBron, Curry, Kyrie, Tatum, Durant, Lillard, Harden, and Jalen Brown. That's a really solid team. The only thing he's missing is a center, and that's because that's because AD's out. So we're looking at small ball here. Like KD might have to line up at center. Team Kenny drafted Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jalen Williams, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, and Tyler Hero. Looking back on it now, his is a little bit better, but he's got one center and one power forward and a small forward, and everyone else are guards. And then Charles Barkley, before Giannis was out and they got Trae Young, he had 2 guards and everybody else a center. So before Trae Young, he had Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Wemby, Pascal Siakam, Sengun, Kat, and Donovan Mitchell. 2 guards, 1 power forward, and 5 centers. Oh my God. But with Trae Young now, it's still a rough lineup. I think this could be really fun though. Like I said, I don't know. I didn't really look at the Rising Stars team that much. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. But it really wasn't something that I was like super transfixed about to like want to talk about, because it just, I'm gonna be honest, it really wasn't something I was interested in. If I was expecting any team to win, I would honestly say Chuck or Shaq's team. Charles Barkley's team or Shaq's team. But I'd probably lean towards Shaq's team only because of, the names they have on here. Kevin Durant, who's averaging almost 27 points a game on 52, 39, 82 splits. LeBron James, just because he's one of the smartest basketball players ever. So even if you have him at center, he can play point center. Stephen Curry, most lethal 3-point shooter ever. They have Kyrie now, so he can just, rock someone to sleep with his dribble moves and absolutely dominate. Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum are just... Jalen Brown's had a little bit of a rough season compared to last season, but Jason Tatum is, with Jason Tatum, you'll always get a person who is confident enough to where they feel they can shoot the ball no matter what. I don't think they're gonna treat him like they did in the Olympics. I think he's actually gonna get playing time. Um, Team Kenny, I just like he just stole all the guards. Like Shaq went for like the big names, or not the big names, but Shaq went for like the long running, like long career guys. Kenny just went with guards, and Chuck went with centers. He's got some good like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Wemby, Jokic, Karl Anthony Towns, and Donovan Mitchell are very good names to have on a team. Yeah, I think Shaq's team is probably gonna win. I'm gonna have a lot of fun watching it over the weekend. Uh, Hopefully you guys can at least get some glimpses of the All-Star game. Because it's always been something that I've always looked forward to. Because I mean, I always like watching the 3-point shooting contest and the dunk contest just to see, because like guys do really get more creative like the more and more we go on with this, and we really do see dunks that not everybody sees. It just so happens that sometimes because we get these guys who are young and aren't really known, they can fuck up, and I get some secondhand embarrassment sometimes because I want them to do good, and when I see them kind of mess up, I feel bad for them. That's it. That's all I have. Just wanted to talk about the All-Star weekend before All-Star weekend showed up, just to get everybody in the mindset of like, oh, we get a break of basketball, which is kind of suck, but we get to see like all the big players in the league go out there and hoop. So yeah, hope you guys all have a great day. Doses.